push the guns down the lane. You only cause destruction and the pain, but the righteous believes in the rain. Love is all I got to give and I'm not to shine. Looking for the future, the Slayer can't tame. Cause I'm so solid as a rock and they just can't stop me now. Even when they send their traps, they just can't stop me now. People will say this and that, they just can't stop me now. Even when they set up roadblocks, they just can't stop me now. So they can't keep a good man down. Always keep a smile when they want me to frown. Keep the vibes and they stood my ground. They will never ever take my crown. Who's a bless, I say no man curse. Things getting better when they thought it would be worse. Here comes the officers asking for a search. They found no weapon, just only a dropper. Solid as a rock, they just can't stop me now.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Caribbean tourism is dead in the water and wholly dependent on what's next in the United States, Europe, and Canada.
Global cases have now passed 13 million just 5 days after we hit the 12 million mark.
In Jamaica, residents of the parish of Hanover are in shock over the brutal slaying of 6 family members on Thursday night.
Chauvin had his knee on Mr. Floyd's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds in total.
It's too much. It's too...
The news does not always have to be about this. There's a lot of good news, good stories, good people, good ideas to talk about. So listen up on Thursdays to Only Good News with your host, Enoite Inanga, from 7 to 8 p.m. It's going to be only good news for 1 hour, where we will share good news from stories and people, locally, regionally, and all over the world. And there's more. You will get to hear from people telling their stories of success, breakthroughs, and perseverance as we feature a special guest each week. It's Only Good News, and it's happening this Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. right after the, regular news. Only Good News on WinFM 98.9 and WinFM.com.
Find a way to spend your time in positivity. On, love keep moving on. Your love is moving on. Your love is making me strong. Oh yeah, take this love and receive. You are all I need. I got no trick up my sleeve. Oh yeah, yeah. Take this love and receive. You are all I need. I got no trick up my sleeve. Oh yeah, yes. Thoughts of you up in my head, and every second I feel it spreads, coursing through my vein. Well, can't wait to get home to look up in your face, 'cause girl, you feel my vibes. I'm so glad you're with me. I. Well, we laugh, we cry, sometimes we fuss, but that happened to all of us. I'm so glad you're mine. Well, take this love and receive. You are all I need. I got no trick up my sleeve. Oh yeah, yes. Take this love and receive. You are all I need. I got no trick up my sleeve. Oh yeah, yeah. Don't be crazy, them woman and no face me. Can't rock me world, plus them can't bring my baby. You alone up in my home for I. Say girl, you put a spell on me. Love a blossom and a spell on me. You put that smell on me. Now there's no turning back. Hey, many a times when you be rolling down the street, man, them smell your cologne and know them feel the heat. Infatuation, what them feel is not real. A Rasta one alone above the seal. Take this love got no trick up my sleeve. Oh yeah, yes. This love be blasting, everlasting. Watch out now when me and my baby be passing. All night flashing in a jacuzzi basking. We'll leave a prayer and fasting. Been a long road, took a long time to be here, but I'm here and it's fair, plus it's crystal clear. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. Just to comfort and keep you warm. I'll be the shelter from the storm. Set you straight and leave you feeling great. And take this love and receive. You are all I need. I got no trick up my sleeve. Oh yeah, yes. Take this love and receive. You are all I need. I got no trick up my sleeve. Oh yeah, yes. Take this love and receive. You are all I need. I got no trick up my sleeve. Yeah, yeah, take this love and receive. You are all I need. I got no trick up my sleeve. Oh yeah, yeah, take this love and receive. You are all I need. I got no trick up my sleeve.
There's nothing more fulfilling than a hot cup of tea in the morning to get your day started right. Island Tea, that is, with your faves, Kevon and Amali. Tune in to Win FM 98.9, Monday to Friday from 8 to 10 a.m. for a tall cup of steaming hot conversation on local, regional, and international news, entertainment, pop culture, and of course, up close and intimate interviews with inspiring people from all walks of life. Island Tea with your faves, Kevon and Amali, right here on Win FM.
And remember, you can't be everybody cup of tea because you is not a mug.
the show. Oh. But you ain't come down. I was waiting for the 3, 2, 1. All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first edition of Island Tea for this week here on Win FM 98.9 with your fave, Amali. Kevin ain't come. He dealing with something.
With something?
Yeah. But we have Mr. Bill in the studio, naturally, of course, without fail. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing? How was your weekend? That was triggering?
That trigger, like, you ever see the movie Johnny English? Remember Mozambique? Whenever they mention Mozambique, you have these flashes. Oh boy, my weekend was filled with excitement and fun, a bit of relaxation, and good food as well.
I mean, you still have that post-weekend glow.
I mean, Friday was really rainy. I actually stayed in on Friday.
Friday was rainy.
Heavy rains Friday night. I was supposed to go to Spice Mill for a little function there, but I was trapped at home in the inclement weather. So I stayed at home and looked at Netflix.
Netflix is always
by myself.
An alternative. You Netflix and chilled?
Yeah, by myself. Saturday was, of course, Tropics.
How's that?
Over Royal St. Kitts. It was quite a spectacle.
You had to be there?
Quite a spectacle. A friend of mine told me she going. But actually, I almost wasn't going there. And then this particular young lady, she asked me, she said, "Man, are you going Tropics?" And I said, "Bye, main sure, main thing so." I said, "You're going?" She said, "Of course." I said, "Well, I'm going too."
Yeah.
Because you ain't going to India in a swimsuit with 500 man and I home.
And you're home. No. Imagine that.
We can't
watch
have
it
that.
on Snap.
Yeah, we can't have that. And Tropics just turn people into different people.
Oh, it's one of them events.
Tropics, Breaking Dawn, Juve, and Parade, them 4 events there. Just transform people. I don't trust them, so I got to be there.
You got to be there.
Have to be there.
But you're talking about the lady in a swimsuit. The word on the street is you also showed up and showed out in your outfit.
Yeah, I went on bad too.
Yeah? What you had on?
I put on my tropical pum pum shorts.
Pum pum shorts.
With my pink and my pink and purple flowers on it.
Hold on. You did pink and purple?
I believe it's purple on it. Is it a pink? It's pink and something. It could be teal. I know it's pink for sure. The flowers on it are pink.
Maybe a lilac.
It was a kind of like light grey pants with pink flowers on it, and then I complemented that with a nice pink shirt.
So you had the drip.
I had the drip. I was very fruity and very beautiful.
That is the word on the street.
Yeah. I don't really dress up and so. I like a cartoon. Every time I see when I look the same. But yeah, it was lovely. And then Sunday, I took a little drive down to Spice Mill over on Cockleshell Bay and had a cold Carib and looked at the people enjoy and revel in the fun and the sun. And then I went home and watched some more Netflix. And now I'm here with the people, the listeners of Win FM 98.9. About to jump into some stuff.
I think it'll be one of them days.
Yeah, but thank God Jaden here, so we ain't gonna nobody behind us with no whip.
No mommy.
No mommy today.
Kids on. Speaking of mummies, the kids went back out to school today.
Hey, Wednesday?
No, I saw kids going. What's happening is that they're on shift system. Some of them, some of the schools. So there are some kids that went today. Yes. You see what's going on in here?
Oh. Yeah. I know I sent the presents here. A disturbance in the force here.
But yeah, I saw a bunch of mummies taking their kids to school today, and some daddies. Apparently like Jade.
Jade got to school today?
In his uniform.
In his uniform?
In his uniform, imagine.
Are you taking a picture?
Of course I took pictures.
So why you ain't get him?
Boss,
You ain't see Jade and I'll dress up. Of course, there were pictures.
Jade dress up to carry to school.
Dress up to carry. Hey, and you know, I thought about that this morning. You know, I thought about the fact that in 2020, today, the 7th of September, is some children's first school, like primary school experience. And like, what are we to go to school today? Like temperature checks. Like, I remember my first day of school. Like you can imagine this memory, like moving forward.
Well, it is what is normal to them as of today.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be alright. What's changed is for people who went to school last year.
and
coming to school with these protocols now. But you know, that's how it is. So normally our esteemed master of ceremonies would run through the topics for us.
Yeah. Alright. Well,
but he is unavailable.
I mean, I could fill in.
You can fill in?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, no problem. I can't see good. You see how close the phone between my screen, right?
Hey, but you see,
face, sorry.
Jade actually alerted me to that fact this morning that you can't see.
But I always say this.
Yeah. So
that's why Kevin does read the headlines.
Hey, to our listeners out there, it's not that Kevin is the only one in studio that can read. It's that he's the only one in studio that can see.
Yeah, because Azim is also slightly blind.
Remember half blind?
Half, and Jade just went washing, so she's illiterate.
Oh boy.
My good and old friend Jade.
Well, let's start off with some petition excellence, because look, and I'm gonna be honest, the first time I saw this headline I could have sworn Jade made a mistake.
Well, that would be only natural. Anything else would be uncivilized.
Because the headline reads, students, St. Kitts basketball star shining on West Indies B cricket team in Canada. I'll read that again. St. Kitts basketball star shining on West Indies cricket team in Canada. However, I was very much surprised when I opened the article only to find out that Jade was actually quite accurate.
Unless Jade is the reporter who wrote the article.
I did not realize that the West Indies B cricket team is actually a cricket team and not a basketball team.
Jade, do you work for Times Caribbean? No. Okay, well, you give it to that.
Well, guys, the St. Kitts basketball star forward, Sheeno Berridge, is making his mark on the regional cricket scene. The Sandy Point Kings forward of the St. Kitts Nevis Basketball League is a member of the 14-man West Indies B team presently touring Canada as they take part in Cricket Canada Summerfest that runs until today, actually, September 7th. Berridge, a 27-year-old basketball forward and youthful fast bowler, impressed selectors in his first-class debut during the current 2017-2018 season. He tallied 24 wickets at an average of 22.63 and helped his team to finish third in the league. That's actually not bad at all.
Not bad at all. Well done to a basketballer.
He bagged 9 for 105 against Jamaica back in January. This included a 5-wicket haul, 5 for 59, in the second innings. In an interview with Jamaica Observer back in January, Berridge said, "It's been hard work. I did some work with the CPL, that's the Caribbean Premier League that we all love. Teams and with international teams coming in, always going in the nets and bowling. Coach Winston Benjamin saw Berridge's potential from his work in the nets and gave the young two-sport star the opportunity. Coach Benjamin told the Observer, "When I saw him first, I was wondering why he wasn't in the set up earlier. I had a word with him and I said, listen, we are going to need you."
Hello? We are going to need you.
He said every coach that came around told him the same thing. Benjamin said to him, "I'm not every coach, and I know what I'm seeing, and I know what I want."
Yeah, I'm also like a strong independent woman,
By this thing changed gears quickly. Like I almost forgot what I was reading. This was one of those romance novels.
Yeah, I know what I want. I'm a different kind of coach.
I know what I'm seeing. I know what I want. I'm a different kind of woman.
I'm not like the rest. Wow.
Well, the rest was history. Berridge is now gaining additional exposure. The Windies team will be involved in a series of 2020s and 50-over games against Canada A, Canada's senior men's team, and the Toronto Bears. Well, I feel like the Toronto Bears are a cricket team. Anyway, it's a cricket, a hockey team. The full squad reads Sunil Ambrose. Okay, watch. We just know that Sheena Berridge is on the team because some of them names, I'm not going to butcher.
They're difficult.
But Berridge is also a major part of the SKN ABA championship team, the Sandy Point Pride Kings, and the St. Kitts National Basketball Squad selectee. So we have a Kittitian basketballer making waves in cricket in Canada, impressing all the coaches. But you see, the thing is, like, when you're athletically gifted, like you do see some athletes who are able to excel in multiple disciplines, right? So, I mean, he's obviously one of those guys I'm sure he made a big contribution to his basketball team here, the Sandy Point Pride Kings, and the fact that he's a national basketballer speaks as well to his skill.
You know, I completely forgot that Canada plays cricket.
That who?
Canada plays cricket.
Oh, no, Canada is a big cricket.
Big cricket in terms of the amount of cricket or their success, because
no, like they're known as a cricketing nation as well. I mean, of course, hockey would be the national sport. I would just suspect. If not, it's probably curling.
And football, though, like American football, it's big in universities.
Yeah, it's big in universities, but the National League is not as recognized.
No. Yeah. No. And even, but hey, anyway.
Yeah. But moving on, some somewhat sad news.
Independence?
Yeah. The 37th Independence Day Parade has been cancelled. I know there's persons who really look forward to waking up early in the morning and going to the parade.
I don't understand those persons.
Yeah, I think a lot of them just like to see if anybody can pass out.
Yo, that is unreal, you know.
Boss, I did that 1 year. I was in
the
Scouts.
cadets?
I was in the Boy Scouts. I was in the Boy Scouts down at Newton School. Big up to Skip McMaster. But I was in the Scouts. And at that is at this very moment where I recognize, the armed forces. And
not for you.
Not for me. Not for me.
Yo, like I can. You ever see the faces of those officers like on TV during the parade, standing in the park photo house?
Boss, let me tell you something. You're
suffering,
talking about that. Some of the young children, bro. Some of the young children. Those just be and I really applaud them, because like I said, I've done it and it was not. I didn't even do the match. You know, the match after to go up to the camp.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do that. I was like, yeah, mommy, I'm checking out. But yeah, it is what it is, man.
But that's inhumane, boy. Like even the police, the police officers that have on the black uniform. Oh my word, yo, their faces, you could just see that they suffer. The police probably really happy. The police, I'm guaranteed now, are ecstatic that this parade was called off.
But you see, as a matter, remember this 1 year, it was held in the evening. It was held in the evening 1 year, and I thought that was an amazing thing. It was held on the cricket field, and the parade happened in the evening. There were fireworks and all of that happened.
So why are we doing that still?
I don't know. Dr. Denzel Douglas, he called it that evening, made some big announcements, if I remember correctly. It was well staged. It was well staged. I'm sure
it was probably something as simple as like he wasn't here and he flight land like in the afternoon.
Nah, they announced it prior to the day.
Yeah, because he wasn't gonna be here.
His flight was gonna be coming.
No, he wasn't coming till the afternoon on the day.
Yeah. But what's his life?
And then it never happened again?
No, it only happened once.
Yeah, man. That means he wasn't here. Somebody wasn't here. He, like Dr. Sebastian, somebody.
Somebody was going to be missing.
Yeah.
But Cabinet reviewed the proposed independence program and concluded on Tuesday, that was the 1st of September, that there will be no independence parade to be celebrated to celebrate our 37th year of independence. This is huge. Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris stated that his decision was necessary to keep the risk of spreading the virus as low as possible. In keeping with the new norms and to contribute our leadership on the matter, or to continue our leadership on the matter, Cabinet yesterday reviewed the proposed independence program, and Cabinet determined that there will be no independence parade this year.
That's kind of scary for me.
Yeah, I mean, we really see how COVID has really been affecting us in all sorts of ways. But guess what? We have a call. Caller, you live?
Yeah, good morning, teachers.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm listening to my teachers then.
Excuse me.
I never like algebra. Because I don't know what wrinkle on P squared and cube mean.
Me neither.
So don't teach me that, eh? Keep far from that. Now, I have a question for you guys. Now, before the CPL started, they will name out the names of the cricketers from the big four, where they come from. But when you come down to St. Lucia Zooks and St. Kitts Nevis Patriots, they don't name out all. Now, with that big score, what CPL make this weekend, I think it was, that gave us a lot of points. A big score. And Trinidad knocked us out by 9 wickets in hand.
Crazy.
Well, the big score is 7-7. Don't you think it is time for us to have our native boys representing St. Kitts Nevis as patriots? Patriots? Because, I mean, come on, you won't tell me you name so big on the international cricketing wall. And only 77 are you going to make? And only end up with 3 points? No, something needs to be changed from that. That's my opinion. So other people will have their opinion, but that is my opinion. It is time. I mean, I know it's a marketing venture. And if your name is big in the world, well, then everybody know your name, so they're going to spend the money for that. But our boys' name could come big too, but they will have to put in the work locally.
That is true.
And they will have to compete regular, more than regular, extra regular. Locally, and then have competition, St. Kitts versus Nevis, vice versa. Regular on a weekend, every weekend, then they will come good. And the thing is that you can't train to play on a good pitch by training on a good pitch. You train on a pitch that is difficult to bat. And if you could make big runs on a difficult pitch, then you will make bigger and bigger runs on a good pitch.
On a good pitch, yeah.
And instead of fellows running in and what you call it, the umpire there watching your foot to see if it go over the front line to bowl with your arm have the correct bend. No bowling. The ball should make out the bicycle through ball. That could bounce a lot. And you let the pace bowlers stone, fling, but keep the ball down from hitting the man in the head. And if you could make a lot of runs with that kind of ball, well, what you would do with the real ball and a good smooth wicket?
But it sounds like you should be the coach.
That's my... go ahead.
I was saying it sounds like you should be the coach for the Patriots. Can they afford you?
He's the head Patriot.
Do it virtual.
You could coach them virtually?
Yeah, man. I could tell them how to do it. If they will listen word for word, then it would be successful. Because, I mean, come on, you batting on good pitch, good ball, good everything, and you can't make 80.
Sad.
When we used to play cricket with bicycle ball, the kind of runs man making with coconut bat, and all kind of piece of wood you take and make a bat, and playing good strokes, make runs. Let us teach and train our boys them hard. You got a lot of youngsters in St. Kitts, they love cricket. They love cricket, but there is what you call a do not cross line in front of them so they cannot advance. Well, let me see what somebody has got to say, teach us, because Emil might got something to say. Second caller?
Yeah.
Okay, listen up the ear.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
But yeah, somebody just tell me, Auntie Donna.
Oh.
Just messaged me and she said that the one that was held in the evening on the Douglas was an actual reenactment of the very first parade to celebrate our 25th anniversary.
Yeah, yes, I remember that. I was there.
Yeah, so I just asked her if that mean the first Independence Parade was at night, because...
Yeah, the first one was at night. The video plays and Zella is it all the time.
The very, very first Independence Parade?
Yeah, the video.
So it started at night. We moved to the morning where we currently pass away in the sun. And then for the 25th anniversary, we say, no, we're going to reenact the first one.
It's a test of your resolve, sir.
If you really love the country, you're going to stand up?
If you really love the country.
In difficult and in good times?
Then you will survive.
Boy, ain't gonna hurt,
as a matter of fact, if you're one who passes out, it is assumed that you do not love your country at all.
They don't carry them join them. They put them on the roadside. Spit on them.
Back in the day, put them in the Carib stand. Hey, and the funny thing about it, they know it's such a thing, right? Like the Red Cross tent, they just be there.
They have to be. Like, it's inhumane.
But hey,
I can't support that.
But Amali, we're gonna take a short break and be right back with more.
Oh, she said yes, it was at night, and the new flag for the country was raised at midnight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's actually a very spectacular showing.
Yeah, I've never seen that video. Or the seat and just analyze that video.
Yeah, probably analyze that what's going on. Yeah. Well, we're gonna take a short break and be right back with more. Do I do the tea time?
No, I think we should leave that for the man who invented
it.
I
wouldn't want to discredit.
To overstep our boundaries.
Of course. Well, we're gonna be back.
Safe space, yeah.
We're gonna be back with more tea time right after this.
Protect your lifestyle with Caribbean Alliance Insurance. Dealing well with a low reputation and service for second to none. Securing you is our mission. People that you can trust, your business, property, we got you covered. Motor or personal, whatever it is, we got you covered. 130 years in this business, we've got you covered. For all your insurance needs, visit or call us at 465-2631 or 469-5303. Dealey Walwyn, people you can trust. Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Yo, Izzy, are you kidding me? To us, yeah. So we are coming with a force, yeah. Blessings we are reap and we coursing on full. Oh, we not rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, my gratitude is a must. Yeah, we see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast for the friends we take off the below. One time did sit down in a class and we board then only set the road and we go on with the road. Third form, me say me try a thing. my passion ignited. Got the music get me excited. Coming like a potion. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, me say blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast for the friends we take off every load. One time did sit down in a class and we bored. Then Ollie said the road and me go on with the road. Toast, yeah, yeah. Toast. Oh, in a rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, me say blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast for the friends we take off every load. One time did sit down in a class and we bored. Then Ollie said the road and we go on with the road. Toast, yeah, yeah, yeah. Toast.
All right, and welcome back to Island Tea with your fave, Amali and Azim. And we're going to jump into our second topic this month. Hold on, they're joining different video. 4 charged.
Yeah, let me help you out. Let me help you out.
Okay, yes. See. Okay, yeah. So the Commissioner of Police actually made a statement. When was it? Friday, I believe. Last week Friday sometime.
Yeah, last week Friday.
And the heading of this release is "The time for warnings has come to an end," says Commissioner of Police to event organizers. Dun, dun, dun. So Bastia, St. Kitts and Nevis. The Commissioner of Police is sending a strong warning to persons who insist on hosting illegal events. Despite several calls from the police and the National COVID-19 Task Force for persons to apply for approval for events and to advertise such events only after the necessary approval has been received, event organizers, entertainers, and business operators are doing the opposite. And we open the quote. These illegal activities not only contravene the current emergency powers COVID-19 regulations, but they have the potential to put the health of patrons at risk, as such events continue to be brought to the attention of the police. A zero-tolerance approach will now be taken to anyone who breaches the regulations in that area, Commissioner Hilroy Brandy said sternly. Another quote, "We will not only shut down the events, but those responsible will also be charged." At that. And then they go on to quote the section of the regulations. I'm going to read the section of the regulation because I think that's valuable to the conversation.
Yep, definitely.
Section 6 of the regulations speak to the restriction on social activities. It states that, and I quote, "No person shall host, attend, or visit a private party, wedding, subject to regulation 5 and 10, a banquet, ball, or reception, D, any other ceremony in any facility or public place, E, a funeral, subject to regulation 5 and 10, F, a meeting of a fraternal society, private or social club, or civic association of organization, G, any public beach, subject to regulation 5 and 11, or H, any other type of social event, except with the written permission of the Commissioner of Police in consultation with the COVID-19 Task Force. The penalty for persons who contravene or fail to comply with these regulations shall be liable on summary conviction to a fine not exceeding $5,000 or a term of imprisonment not exceeding 6 months.
Only 6, a small 6.
Or to both. And to the
forfeiture.
Yeah, but just let down the way let him.
Of any goods.
It's not because I can't
not
read,
that I didn't think
I
it
can't
didn't
see.
Not that I didn't know the word, but yeah, I recognize you were struggling
forfeiture
with the scene, yes.
of any goods or money in respect of which the offense has been committed. So, Commissioner Brandy is putting down his foot and is warning promoters, event organizers, even people who just want to have a wedding.
Wedding? Boss.
Or baby shower.
Yes, I asked specifically about events like such as baby showers. I said, no, you got to write a letter.
Birthday parties for kids. If you're having a backyard barbecue,
yes,
you have to apply for permission.
So all the people who are planning to have their
family over on Sunday,
the Independence little limes in their backyard under the gazebo,
you're breaking the law.
You are liable to pay a fine of not exceeding $5,000, imprisonment for up to 6 months, or both.
Or both. And the thing is, when the task force held a meeting over at Royal St. Kitts with the industry people, I attended, Adrian attended, Kane Juice, Inception, a bunch of DJs, some bands were there, Small Axe, Sugar Band, Collision, and they did make these things clear. But obviously we were having a backyard barbecue, so they didn't really play to us. We were there to find out what going on, we defect them.
Right.
And they made it very clear, listen, we're trying to work with the industry. This is the procedure, right? You write a letter of request outlining what you intend to host, as well as the protocols you intend to implement to ensure the safety of the patrons. To the Commissioner of Police. The Commissioner's office will then liaise with...
Don't forget the certificate of good standing.
The commissioner, the office of the commissioner will then liaise with the task force to say, well, listen, these guys are doing this. Do you think that what they plan to implement in terms of protocol meets your standard? The task force says either yes, no, tweak it here, add this, take out this. And then, if and only if you are in good standing with the Inland Revenue Department, RE taxes, then the commissioner will say, yes, you are granted permission to host your event.
Might say yes, sir.
If they feel like it.
Right, because the caveat to this whole thing is it is all at the discretion of the commissioner himself.
Yeah. And not based on any, set guidelines that you either requirements that you either meet or don't meet.
Yeah.
So you could literally meet all the requirements and they still say, no. No. Apparently we have a caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Yes, good morning.
I thought it was Brandy Boy.
Right. Do you all need written permission to bury your dead too?
Yes, you do.
Funerals, yes, you do have to apply.
You have to apply to have a funeral.
But imagine that. The person applied to die. But the people realize how governmental control is sneaking in, people. Do y'all realize how governmental control is sneaking in very smoothly under the COVID radar? I mean, imagine you gotta have permission to bury your dead. So what if the commissioner don't like you and he decides, no, you can't bury your dead?
Then they go stand until next year.
Imagine that. We're laughing, but this is serious. We're laughing, but this is serious. This is governmental control sneaking in very sneakily under the COVID radar. People take note. You have a good day.
All right, you have a good day as well.
Very concerned caller, yeah?
Yes.
Feeling our rights are being infringed upon?
But yeah, these are the times that we're living in. And the commissioner is actually correct. Several illegal events have been happening.
Yeah.
After, they already said, listen, you need to seek permission. Big partisans are happening and and the police ain't informed, which I understand would anger them. But the flip side to this is the task force and the commissioner is asking people to submit documentation to request permission. Let me actually step back for a second. At the event at the Royal St. Kitts, myself, along with other promoters and entertainers, asked several questions so we can have a clear understanding of what is actually required of us. And one of those questions was, how long do you need to process these applications? And in unison, Commissioner Brandy, everybody said, 7 days is fine. They said the task force meets once a week, every Tuesday morning. And every Tuesday we will review all the applications. So they said, give us at least a week before the event to process your thing and we'll get back to you. No. If that were actually happening, I wouldn't have an issue with the commissioner's statement. But it's not happening.
Right.
because I know of individuals who actually submitted applications almost a month ago and still haven't gotten a response. And the events are coming up in 10 days.
Yes.
Anyway, we have another caller. Caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
I just wanted to let you all know that when somebody dies, you always have to get a permit to bury. That's by law. So it's nothing new that you have to get permission to bury. But what the law is speaking about is the gathering of the funeral, not permission to bury a dead. Okay.
All right, thank you very much. So yeah, so we always had to get a permit to bury the dead, and we also always had to get permits to have events.
Yeah.
But these are,
new regulations
and extra protocols that you have to meet in order to do these things. So it's not just a regular permit. And likewise, to have an event is not a regular permit you're asking for either.
Right.
You're asking for all kind of things, and if you don't meet those requirements, then you can't do it.
You see, my biggest issue with this is not the fact that it's being put in place, but it points out how little regard was had for the entertainment industry all along. Promoters, persons who want to hold events, they have been for years fighting with this permit process. Different stakeholders within the industry have been asking for things to be put in place, to be regulated, for there to be some policy that deals with just obtaining the permits. Like you said, one of the issues that we've always had is the time taken for the permits to be, or for the request to be processed.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes what happens is you put in your request because you want to go and promote. Right. Some promoters may want to promote some months in advance.
No, they said that. I'm going to comment on that.
Right. And you'll put in your request, and you'll be met with, the event is too far away. We can't give you the permit. Or sometimes they tell you, you wait too long. Or you put it in a time frame that they specify, and by the time the event is supposed to happen, you still haven't received. Sometimes up to the day.
People have received permits on the day and the night before the event. Yeah.
Right, and some have not received them at all, and just went along because they have already been advertising and had to do what they had to do.
And then if the police come and shut it down, they have all right to do so because you didn't receive permission. But it's like you follow the instructions.
No, but that is the problem. The problem is what are the guidelines? So now, because of the pandemic, I understand that you need to regulate the mass gathering of people. Right. I feel like this would have been a perfect time to fix all of these things so in other words, everybody is now up in arms about and quoting the law, as you see, they quote Section 6 of the regulations.
But as you realize that Section 6 said nothing about advertising?
Well, of course not. But so you're able to now quote all these regulations, right, that govern persons' ability to have events. But the Copyright Act, nobody does quote that one there. Nobody does study the law for that one there. So you could go ahead and break the law for that one, but nobody care. Right? These are the things that I think just need to be put in place. It's not that they don't know, because I've been a part of meetings where the plans have been presented, where we show what is being done in other countries, down to the exact paper that you have to fill out with the checklist of all the things you need to be able to hold this event. One of the things that is kind of iffy for some promoters, and they really feel funny about the fact that what they're being told is, even if you do everything right, even if you put in a proper proposal, bang, a lot of this is still up to the discretion of the high command. Well, not high command, actually commissioner. So it's a very difficult situation for promoters who I feel people don't recognize the entertainment industry, because it depends on the mass gathering of people. It was one of the first industries to be shut down, and it's definitely going to be one of the last to come back
with the way
fully.
It used to be. Yeah. And you mentioned something before about the lack of regard for the industry, and it's lack of understanding as well, because what they don't understand, and that's why I'm uncomfortable with the discussion of having events or not is left up to somebody who never had an event in his life. Right? They understand. So when you're going to tell me, it's one thing to take long to give me the permit, but then when you're going to tell me don't advertise until I get it, how is it even supposed to be successful? How? You need at least a solid month, 3 weeks, pushing it, of solid marketing for an event to even appear to be successful on the day.
And some events even longer.
Some events even longer depending on the magnitude.
And the type of event. What if it's an event that is new to the
you need time.
To sensitize persons, to build anticipation, like.
And if you are telling people who have submitted applications a month ago, the event is coming up in 12 days, and you still are telling them you can't market the event yet because we answer you. That is unfair. It is distasteful, and a conversation needs to be had. A conversation needs to be had.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
These things are investments. They don't understand these things,
I don't think they understand.
They think a party is a party. Oh, they're going to just put on hellfire and send you, and people don't come.
People don't understand the
level
of investment or the cost associated with some of these events.
That's not the way it works. And I told somebody this last week, I said, if they were dealing with the Indians on Port Sante, they wouldn't be treating them so.
Oh, of course not. But you see, one of the things that I think is lost on a lot of persons who are not involved in the industry is that if you call yourself a promoter, if you're a musician, if you're somebody who deals with services, it's very likely that you depend on these events to sustain,
make a living.
To sustain your family.
People like you, people like Brandon, ASAP, people like Capuan, so if events are happening, they're making the money.
Let me tell, like, people don't. Okay, for instance, like I could speak I speak for myself. My ability to earn depends on two things:
mass
gatherings, and in most cases, travel. So right then and there, you recognize my ability to earn.
Gone bush.
Well, somewhere where I can't find it.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't think persons recognize that. Like, I don't think persons recognize that they are people who depend on these things to feed their families.
And then if you're telling us, okay, fine, mass gatherings is a health hazard. What are you doing for the industry to mitigate that?
Punishing.
To provide relief.
Punishment.
Azim, you can't work because we can't go to mass gatherings, so what are you doing for Azim?
No, what we're doing for Azim is now instituting taxes on the persons that had tried to at least be somewhat compliant.
Yeah.
Because the rogue promoters and thing, the ones who got to pay back taxes is the promoters who are registered.
And that's a good. Anyway, we have a caller. We'll take the call and then I'm going to respond to that. Caller, good morning. Welcome. Hello. Okay, great. So, not great, sorry. Call back. A lot of the wrong things, sorry. I'm so excited and emotional. I apologize. Sometimes I carried away. And Jay laughing after me. The caller is back?
Yes.
Caller, welcome. I apologize. It's Jay's fault.
Caller, you could go ahead. Good morning.
Yes, good morning again. Now, I'm listening to you, right? And you see when you say it at the discretion of the commissioner. So you see what I'm saying about control? Power. The power, because if he decides to flex his power and decide, for example, the guy there that is the promoter, and he decides, I don't like you, so I'm not going to give you the go-ahead to go do what you're going to do. Here go, your living gone down the drain, because you just say your thing is mass gathering and travel. The airport is closed, and they won't allow you to have no event. So how are you going to survive?
Exactly. And
it's all about, at this point, it's all about power right now. People are using COVID-19 as an excuse for government to control. It's gonna go up in the commissioner head, because one thing about black people, you give them a little power. Lord God Almighty, God help us all. You have a good day.
All right, thank you very much, dear. But yeah, but as you made a point just now with you mentioned rogue promoters, right? And that is the issue I have with this as well. The commissioner and the task force is coming down on everybody because of a few woke promoters breaking the rules, right? My argument is this. If somebody from the task force or the police walk into, let's give an example, Boozie's restaurant this afternoon for lunch, and realize that Boozie is violating COVID protocol and putting people's lives at risk, what do you think the action will be?
All restaurants closed down? No. No?
No.
No? Wow.
They're going to shut down Boozie's or fine Boozie's and say, listen, step
right.
up your game. We give you 24 hours to fix this, otherwise we're closing it down. So why is it that woke promoters are doing things that violate protocol and the response is come down on the whole industry?
Right. Like, there's a lot of things that happens in entertainment that don't happen in any other industry. Yeah.
If they walk into the Polo Company on 4th Street and realize, well, I sanitize their hands up on entry.
Boutiques.
You think they're going to walk out and say, listen, we're shutting down all the clothing stores in St. Kitts
all
and
the
Nevis?
boutiques, yes. Yes, no?
That's not going to happen.
Oh, wow.
They can penalize the people who are violating, and that is what I'm requesting from the High Command and from the task force. Deal with the violators. And if you deal with the violators, the people that want to follow the rules will follow them even more. Because they're going to say, yo, these people ain't making a joke.
But Amali, unfortunately,
it makes too much sense.
What you're saying is logical, sensible, and just. It can't. Come on.
If the
what are you saying?
But as if the commissioner said it in.
Hold on. Take a breath.
The commissioner said it in the press release. They have knowledge. The man literally said they have knowledge of promoters.
Yes.
Hosting rogue events.
Right. And what happened?
And what happened to them? Now Amali and Kane Juice and Inception got to suffer. and as him and Jade. And we didn't keep the event yet.
You understand?
Find the people and deal with them severely. You outline the protocol, you outline the rules. You were clear.
But you see,
you can have events, but talk to us first.
Right. The thing is, Amali, like what generally happens is that the persons that try to be compliant are the ones who end up getting punished.
Yep.
Because if I show up to an event, right, where it wasn't sanctioned, COVID-19 protocols are being put in place, right, and it's being held by someone who is not registered to hold events, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who you in charge?
But
who you in charge? Like, seriously, like, for instance, if I decide today that I am going down on the basketball court with my Bluetooth speaker, and people just come around and hang out on a Friday afternoon, and you look, I see a DJ passing, Sugar Bowl passing. Say, hey, Sugar Bowl, watch you. Bring your turntable, plug up to my Bluetooth speaker, you know. And we plug up and we bang some drinks on the basketball court. Like, who you charging?
They're going to charge as in Bailey, and they're going to charge all the people who attended. That's what the regulations say. You cannot host, attend, or visit. You can't even visit them. You can't even visit. You can't even say, let me swing by the basketball court and see what I'm going to do. Once you walk in the court, you get fined.
But I mean, this means that every bar is in violation, right? This means 4th Street is an entire violation. Yeah. 4th Street is an entire violation. So we just need to go lock up everybody on 4th Street. On a Friday. Wow.
Anyway, I really hope that this is obviously a knee-jerk reaction to what is happening, and I hope that the High Command and the task force, they say they're meeting tomorrow, actually sit down tomorrow and come up with a way forward that won't, damage the industry more than it already it has already been damaged.
Yeah. I mean, we
deal with us like how you deal with everybody else. That's all I'm asking.
That's all.
If a restaurant violate, you find the restaurant. If a shop violate, you find the shop. And I asked Adrian this yesterday doing. I said, Adrian, if the task force walk into Scotiabank tomorrow, we ain't got Scotiabank no more, so I'll call them. Walk into Scotiabank tomorrow and realize that they're violating protocol. Are they going to A, ask Scotiabank to pull their socks up and fine them or shut them down? Or are they going to contact all the banks and say all of you close down? That is my question to the task force. So why do we have promoters? Well, they're really promoters if they... Why do we have individuals who claim to be promoters violating COVID protocol, and you are telling me that you're going to come down on the whole industry because a few folks violated? And many people are actually doing the right thing too, you know?
That's the thing. A lot of people are trying to be compliant.
Shannon had a party, Pineapple Binge. There was a party in the pub last week, Friday Bay, with Grandmasters. I attended. They followed the protocol. The police were there. People behaved. So events are happening and people are following the rules. But you get a little phone call about 1 or 2 people who are doing things illegally, and you're going to just come down and say, what no?
And some of these
all
things,
I done.
But not, and bear in mind that some of these things aren't necessarily even like events for the paying public, you know. Some of them are like baby showers and stuff that we talked about earlier.
Right.
I mean, I know persons who might have had baby showers that, you know, didn't even know they had to apply.
Right. But we have a caller. The caller still here? Yeah. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, student number 2.
How are you, sir? Welcome to class.
Good again, man.
Speak clearly.
You know the solution to the problem? Deal with the violators according to the law.
Exactly.
So if Jade was a bad word in the studio,
normal.
Mr. Bacchus can turn away all are in the because Jade was a bad word?
Yeah, probably.
Turn with Jade.
Yeah.
And leave you all who innocent. Well, like a caller say, some people, from the moment you say you in charge, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
When you see them they down the road, you better go down the bay and swim, go where you want to go and pass them. That is how I could break it down.
But yeah,
that ain't supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because the law ain't have no mother and no father. The father ain't born yet and the law mother dead. So there is no exception to the law.
Mm-hmm.
All guilty ones, you pay the penalty.
You pay the penalty.
You go free.
And you announce a penalty, so use it.
Yes, that's right.
So use it. People are violating, right. You put them in their place.
That's
arrest them or find them.
Don't watch no face. So because a face look different and smoother than another face, you can say, oh, the face look smooth, man. Let me deal with the rough, ugly face.
Mm-hmm.
And the two of them break the same law.
Exactly.
Come on, man. Come on, be fair.
It's really unfortunate. All right, then. Take it easy.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we're going to pause for a quick break and get back and jump into some more tea time with some more topics. Stay tuned.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is WIN FM.
Protect your lifestyle with Caribbean Alliance Insurance. Till you walk with a low reputation and service for second to none. Securing you is our mission. People that you can trust, your business, property, we got you covered. Motor or personal, whatever it is, we got you covered. 130 years in this business, we got you covered. For all your insurance needs, visit or call us at 465-2631 or 469-5303. DLU Walwyn, people you can trust.
There is no better time to discover what your National Bank Visa or debit card can do.
Next in line, please. Good night, welcome to Caribbean.
Weren't you the same guy who... never mind. Can I get a number 1 and 15?
Excuse me? There's no number 15.
You take a 1 and a 5, you put them together and you make it huge.
Hey Al, this guy needs a number 1 and a number 15. Oh really? A 15? So your total is 42.50?
Using your National Bank Visa debit or black card is fast, secure, and convenient.
That's what I'm talking about. Honey, which way to the movie? You again?
Welcome to Caribbean Cinemas. You guys here for the kiddies party?
No, we're here for the big movie tomorrow.
That will be screen 4. Hope you enjoy the movie with your mom.
She's not my mom, she's my date.
Cashless SKN is our new lifestyle choice. National Bank, always here.
He's so humble. Never touch the lion. Roaring. I'm walking through this valley of tests, and I've never been a week caught in the wilderness.
preserves I, guiding in all I do. So treading through the heights and the depths, we trample frustration and we conquer stress. The power of God preserves I and guides in all I do. So all the evils that mean me harm can go back where they came from. No demonic works performed shall prosper. Yeah, I tell the Obia and the science man come, 'cause we can't squeeze the lion palm. No demonic works performed shall prosper. The wages of blessing is ever living a life, so we keep our meditation in high. We'll weather the storm and put up a fight, 'cause we can do anything. And should you feel like giving up, let the strength of your ancestors fill your cup. The power of God preserves I and guides in all I do. So all the evils that mean me harm can go back where they came from. No demonic words performed shall prosper. Yeah, I tell the Obia and the science man come, 'cause him can't squeeze the lion palm. Can't touch a lion, so strong. Roaring lion. And the more them a isle up, and the more them business wild up. Yes, the more them come with science, no them can't break the heart of a lion. The more them a isle up, and the more them business wild up. The power of God preserves I and guides in all I do. So all the evils that mean me harm can go back where they came from. No demonic works performed shall prosper. Yeah, I tell the Obia and the science man come, 'cause him can't squeeze the lion palm. No demonic works performed shall prosper. So all the evils that mean me harm can go back where they came from. No demonic works performed shall prosper. Yeah, I tell the Obia and the science man come, 'cause him can't squeeze the lion palm. Can't touch a lion, he's so humble. Can't touch a lion, roaring, so strong.
All right, and welcome back to Island Tea with your faves. I'm Alan Azim.
Hi.
And I guess who called your name this morning too, I guess. Lisa, good morning to the people.
Good morning.
Wait, on the show, I'll call you back.
I like how, actually I don't like how when Jay talking the microphone, she don't make herself sound so innocent and like heavenly, but when we're off here.
Because I am a Mali. I am one of the most heavenly, nicest, sweetest people in the world.
I'm sitting right next to her, so I will agree.
Yes.
Oh, for fear of
no,
a backhand slap, I understand. Yes,
because he knows the energy, okay?
Anyway, this next topic here kind of sweet. Because apparently in Trinidad and Tobago, the pyramid scheme that has been making waves has has collapsed.
Well, actually,
or is collapsing.
1272 scammed. That's 1,272 people have been scammed as the pyramid crashes.
The pyramid crash. That's strange.
Did anyone anticipate this?
I don't know. Pyramid schemes have been, advised against for generations.
Well, apparently someone did, because less than 2 weeks after the Financial Intelligence Unit, now you would want to probably take heed of a unit that's actually called the Financial Intelligence Unit as it relates to financial matters.
That would make sense.
But the Financial Intelligence Unit, the FIU, warned the public about getting involved in pyramid schemes. A blessing circle with over 1,200 members has crashed, leaving the majority of its members without their hard-earned money. The Blessing Circle is just a disguised pyramid scheme, and while admins give the group different names, calling some susus, they are all the same basic scheme, according to the Financial Intelligence Unit. In the pyramid scheme group called Blessing Overflow, members were asked to pay $700 to join, with the promise that they would receive over $1,800 in blessings. That's a blessing. The payout was dependent on recruiting new members to invest. Now, group members are hunting for a man known as Kazim. People.
What is his name, Azim?
Excuse me? Kazim with a C and an I.
Okay, all right.
Who was said to be the group administrator. Their hunt began several days ago when Kazim sent the following message via telegraph to 1,272 members. The message reads, "The main purpose of this activity was to help each other minimize their financial bondage, which would have assisted, not give, in helping one attain financial stability. Due to the unforeseen circumstances,
I thought they were foreseen.
I foresaw it. It is with deep regret. I mean, that makes it all better. If the regret is deep, then it's
as opposed to shallow.
As opposed to shallow regret, the deep regret it makes it okay. Blessings Overflow has suffered a loss in the investment of monies, which has caused us to come to a complete halt. In brackets, crash.
Oh boy.
Wow. With the decrease in volume of people investing within the Susu and many other factors and indicators, we found it to be the reason as to why we can't generate enough to profit to continue the flowers. We would like to thank all who have participated and entrusted in us. But we would also like to remind you about the rules. Non-refundable. This was a risk. You agreed to take this risk, and the payment was an 8-to-1 ratio. This is far beyond our control, and we do sincerely apologize. If you have any further questions, please contact the administrator and the administrator that advised you to the group. And of course, he ends with a very polite thank you.
Oh, with a full stop?
There's a full stop, yes, at the end of the message. So punctuation was adhered to. Now, immediately after sending the message, Kazim changed the group setting, barring his participants from responding to his message. Didn't he want to end on a high note?
Yeah, we want negativity.
No negativity here.
Keep negative thoughts to yourself. I already said what I said.
If you don't have anything good to say, keep it to yourself. Boy. But the group's members were able to continue communicating with each other by changing the group's name. Some of the changes included, who is Kazim? Somebody must know him. Send some kind of information, please, one member wrote. Imagine Kazim gone with good 700 now. He had to feel it, another wrote. Others said they were never told their investment was non-refundable. Threats against Kazim's life soon began to pour in.
Yeah, they're going to find him dead. Moss.
One member found a photo which they claimed was of... Okay, see, now this is when things get serious. Because imagine in the group, a man owe me $700, right? And I tell the group, like, hey, this is Kazim.
All of a sudden, people shooting after me, I mean, you know what happened.
You didn't even know what happened. You're walking on the road, and man say, hey, Kazim. You're walking straight. The man come up and bust you to slap.
Pano, you forget what country you're talking about. It's Trinidad and Tobago. It ain't to slap again.
Oh, right.
You're going to be kidnapped and tortured in a Toyota Corolla.
Oh, boy, 11 teal. Sorry. One member found a photo which they claimed to be of Kazim and changed the group's icon from a bag of money to the photo.
Oh, my word.
Kazim's Facebook profile name was also shared with the group.
He has to leave the country.
Guardian Media reached out.
Are you sure he don't leave the country?
Look, the Guardian reached out to the Trinidad and to Tobago Police Service, asking if there were any reports of people being scammed in the Blessing Circle. However, the police force corporate communications manager, Francis Joseph, said the police had no comment and did not respond to any other questions.
The police don't want, are you? I no?
I mean...
because even locally, the Financial Commission in St. Kitts and the police force release
ECCB
statements,
as well.
and Central Bank release statements to avoid these things.
And Island Tea.
And Island Tea. And Island Tea, you know. And this thing that happened here is going to crash here, and then and people are going to go to the police.
It's
and the police are going to laugh
already
at them.
crashing, sir. I know persons
Oh,
who...
right, that's true. I apologize.
I know persons who
They
are...
crash bigly.
Who are at the top. Well, this is how it's been explained to me. I'm not involved, so I don't know the meanings of some of these terms. But apparently, it's like a rotational thing. The persons who are now at the top, where they are the ones who are supposed to get paid out, and they're being told, money not there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's Kazim or whoever is telling them this.
But it'd be hilarious if it's Kazim Butcher, you know? Kazim just coming off multiple countries, them.
Let me explain something to you, bro. Right? As our good friend, what's his name, eh? From England.
From England?
The guy who had that big hit by pretending he was somewhat mentally challenged. Anyway, quick maths.
What?
Right?
As what are you talking about?
Yeah, remember that guy? What's his name? Oh, anyway, the guy had that rap song.
Oh!
Yeah.
He wasn't a rapper.
Quick maths. He's a comedian, but he had this.
The fellow who sing.
quick
1 plus 1 plus 2 equals 4 plus 5.
So let's do some quick maths here, right? This group this one group has in 1,272 people, right? Who all paid in at one point or the other $700.
Correct.
Right? Now, if
which is 2 US.
So if everybody paid in one time, right? That's $890,400.
TT.
You understand?
Which is 20 US.
Oh boy!
So that's almost a million TT, which is about 100,000 US.
Yeah,
right?
But the thing, you see, the thing is, like I tell people all the time, it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence that now is the time that we are seeing these things happen. The times when people are desperate, where people are feeling financial pressure because of COVID, it's not a coincidence. And I keep telling people it's very difficult to make sound financial decisions when you're desperate, when you're in financial turmoil.
When I'm not no keep.
And yeah, and you make these based off emotion, right?
But as in, I've spoken to several individuals who ain't feeling the financial crunch, gainfully employed, who fall for this thing too. So you can't use that there. A lot of, actually, every person I've spoken to who are part of this thing in St. Kitts, still working 9 to 5, making the money still.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, bro, like, one of the things is that, of course, there's some people who would have received payouts.
Yeah.
Right? It would only make sense for that to happen because that is how you continue to encourage people to come in. The bigger the nut is, meaning the more persons that join the circle, join the box, or whatever it's being termed in your particular scheme, right? Join the flower, join the ring. All of these are terms that I've been hearing.
The flower.
It's going to get to a point where it's critical mass, where you can't find any other persons to join, either because of skepticism or just persons already involved in other boxes, flower schemes, whatever. Right? But there's also a point at which administrators recognize that if I were to take what is in the pool now and just don't pay it out to anybody, that right then and there I have double, tripled, quadrupled my initial investment and money that I would have paid out. And one of the things that, again...
But that's what always happens, though.
Yeah, but one of the things that is always a tell for me is that if something were to go wrong, and I ask this question, because persons continually approach me, Bailey, bam, 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 I just need 2 people, boom, boom, boom. Then you bring in 2 people and whatever. And I say, okay, you have a lot of faith in this. I don't. So if something were to happen, who is accountable? Who do I hold accountable? Who do I go to?
They can't answer you.
The answer is not forthcoming. It's some name. They give a name because the person in the group chat. I used to be in Yahoo. Telling people I was living in Switzerland when I was in high school. What are you telling me?
Yeah.
Right? So, man, it's sad for those persons who are now trying to somehow get back the money that they would have invested.
I feel like the man in 3 different hands, 3 different boxes.
Yeah, they're people in multiple.
In deep.
If you're lucky and you get in early, then you might get your payback.
Oh, I spoke to a Panama brother about 2 weeks ago. The man don't get $5,000 out of this thing.
Yeah, too easy.
From initial investment.
Yeah, and he got in early.
He got in early, but he done with it.
And you see, that's the thing, where people get paid and they bust off.
$5,000 hit the pavement.
Departed.
Remember the video with Doug in Parliament? I am leaving. That's what he do, yo.
Yeah, but this is rough for the persons who are now looking to somehow regain what they've invested by. Tis rough.
But every time I hear that deal, I just look the other way, yo. Can't take it on.
Yeah,
and meaning $100. So.
And these are intelligent people. It's not a matter that you're not intelligent or whatever, you know.
Boy, people.
Yeah, but sometimes if something seems too good to be true, it probably is.
A lot of people as well who don't really need the money, but just play, just a part of the intrigue, they ain't bother about it. Like I asked a man the other day, a very good partner of mine. He's actually a high-ranking police officer. And the man said, "I ain't $300 right now, yeah." I said, but suppose you ain't back the money. He said, "Man, it's $300.
Yeah, you take the risk. You take the risk.
You know, if I get it back, I'm gonna be good." I said, "All right, well, if you feel that way,
yeah, take the risk.
If you can afford to lose it, then by all means, take the risk, and you might get through it."
But there are persons who would have recognized, based on when they got in, the likelihood of them getting back their money would have been high, and those are the persons who probably could have afforded the initial investment. They didn't have to think too much about it. They were able to jump on board early. And so they were the ones who probably, in most cases, got back their money.
See, this thing ain't anywhere no. Because I can only imagine the amount of people locally who take the little bit that they had to invest in this thing for a quick return and they ain't ever see it again. So the money they had there for some bread and some ramen ain't there no more.
It's already
It's buying bread and ramen for somebody else.
It's happening, and to those who would have gotten their payouts, give thanks.
Congratulations.
Yeah, but this is the thing. I don't want to say ancestors, 100 years ago, our parents, our grandparents, they were involved in Susu and Han. Everybody understood what was going on. Everybody know who the persons are involved.
Right, and it was a circle like of friends and so on.
Yeah. Right, and that could, that's a bit safer. But there's these things. They're very good actually. They're called banks, where persons can go and store their money and keep it somewhat safe, relatively safe.
Relatively.
And
until next year when the economy crash.
Yeah, but you see, this is the things. Persons take time. If you are looking to invest, look, you got this place again. A lot of people go get a lot of information. The University of YouTube. Go do some research on investment. I mean, personally, I've been researching forex trading. I used to do it back in like 2009. You know, forex trading, day trading. If you really want to do some investment, don't jump into anything and don't research. Don't know what you're doing. You know, invest in even a life insurance policy. You know. Could give you
and thing has some good programs as well.
Sagicor has some good programs.
I have a nice little endowment thing there at Sagicor.
Yeah,
I can't be here in working, but
yeah, I have one.
Working with the program.
Yeah, I have one too. I mean, so there are ways where you could invest your money and be and take up less risk, right? Less risk. But man, I don't know. I don't know how the persons who are now looking for these payments and they're not forthcoming. What did Kazim say? It is with deep regret.
Thanks.
Oh boy. He said he would like to remind you about the rules, non-refundable. This was a risk. Wow. It rough.
He can't be in the country no more.
Dude,
I believe he's in Tobago in the Congo.
Boss, the man, whoever this person was, his name isn't even Kazim.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So wherever the picture be, the man got dead for no reason. No.
I'm pretty sure his name is Jeffrey.
The photograph that is circulating probably ain't the guy.
Boss, you know, easy to make a fake account on Facebook.
He probably create that account just for that purpose.
That's what I'm saying. That picture is probably some random guy he pulled off Instagram. Man. But Amali, while we ponder life and give thanks for not entering into the flower, we're going to take a short break and come right back.
All right. Very well.
Different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
When the star them there, we are top man, we take charge. Have no reaching now, we are shell down bars. Blast like a star in some Galapagos. Overdo it, we take it too far. Take charge, take charge.
We are hot gal, we set the trend. Magnum we drink for the top man then. Wine with the style, no stop from spin. Hot blend, back bend, and take charge, take charge.
Magnum tonic wine for the real star them. Take charge, take charge. Must be 18 or older, drink responsibly.
Buster, pour it up, need the thirst quencher in my cup. If you have one, hold it up and say, Buster for the colors in my life. Refreshing and nice, and I drink that what we like. Buster, you're full of vibes, living for the color. And I'm black and white, we do what we like. We live to enjoy life. Buster, pour it up, different flavor. Load it up. If you have one, hold it up and say, Buster for the colors in my life.
We rise to the top, 'cause we know what it takes. Through it all we survive, yet still hold the faith. Unchangeable, Lord, unchangeable. Hey, no matter how the dollar might stack up, me still not change. Me I go stay rough. Inna the giddy and you have to buckle up your lace. Be smart, don't be a gruff, no. Life it's a journey, it's a long race. Mama says son be wise and don't bring disgrace. So me take up the broom and start sweep the place. 'Cause all these ways they got to get erased. A
Love to me people that me embrace. The truth are the truth and that can't erase. So hell to all of those who want hate. Just send me to finish this race. So we ain't giving up now. We put up a fight. We got to be ready. Cause time's getting traded. Just said don't you worry. I'll be in a hurry, Lord. We got to be ready. Cause time's getting traded. So we pray, we pray, we pray, we pray, we pray, we pray. Bless not be flow when the prayer gone up. Not a evil can harm us. Them think we don't know when we just a warm up. Yeah, nothing a mind us. So me tell the youth hold on, tell mama be strong. Taki, have faith in God. Me no know about man. Long time them a try bring me down, and not just now. From a very young, chat me every day with them funny tongue. Them a watch me on the telly now. Yeah, giving up now. We put up.
All right, and welcome back to Island Tea, the first episode of the week. It's a lovely Monday morning here in St. Christopher and the Nevis.
It's a lovely morning here,
but not in Atlanta.
I don't know.
Where do you live?
I don't know if it's a lovely morning for Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre,
because
His Excellency. First of all, we have to give him the accolades.
Oh yes,
His Excellency, the Honorable Doctor. Me, he named Doctor Fuchudo. Doctor Andre. What his last name be?
Dre.
Dr. Andre. I forget the last name, but yeah, Dr. Dre, who is, for those listening who aren't familiar with him, is a very, very, very legendary and successful rapper, producer,
talent manager,
record label owner,
and has made a lot of money in the technological
Beats.
Space.
Yeah, he used to be the owner of Beats by Dre. He sold it to whoever, Apple or somebody. Yeah. I think for $1 billion.
Yep.
Yeah, and he has a bunch of other stuff like clothing lines. I think he got vitamin
alcohol,
water, like
vitamin water.
liquor. The man, he's what the young people would say, caking. Lot of money. But my appreciation for Dr. Dre comes from way back in the 80s, 90s when he was, a producer for one of the groups, one of my favorite groups, NWA. Negroes with Attitude.
But you see,
featuring one of my all-time favorite MCs,
Ice Cube,
the Honorable
Easy
E.
Oh, okay.
Easy mother effing E. Folks, that's what he used to refer to himself as. I'm not being, callous on the radio. Easy mother effing E.
Yeah,
that is the man right there.
Easy E.
Who passed away unfortunately in 1994.
But he's made a lot of amazing business decisions. I am now wondering if he's questioning this decision. Because his estranged wife explains why she needs $2 million a month in spousal support. Let me say that again. His estranged wife is now requesting $2 million a month.
So 24 million annually?
24 million annually.
And then 24 million plus from every leap year? Because extra there?
But one of the things was the question that came out when the story broke sometime last week. What happened was person started saying, what she need 2 million? I know that's what I said. Mm-hmm. What could she possibly need 2 million?
You know what I say?
What is it?
What he married for? Many with the 2 million yet. I said, Dre, come on. Yeah. You're a gangster. Come on. Come on. All these men just getting like full of.
So
there was a breakdown from what I understand.
Yes, there's a breakdown.
She gave a breakdown to the media, on what? Well, this 2 million, is made up of.
What the expenses? Mm-hmm. The expenses are.
How much the expenses that make up the 2 million?
Yes, but to name a few,
Mm-hmm.
Laundry and cleaning equates to $10,000 a month.
She spends 10 grand US currency monthly on her laundry.
Laundry.
Okay.
But that is explainable and understandable because her clothing is actually worth $135,000 per month.
Also, they don't do laundry. They just buy clothes every week.
Imagine that.
I have heard people of that stature say they never wear a shirt twice. They wear, I buy new t-shirts every week.
You can't wear the same t-shirt twice.
Can't wear the same t-shirt twice.
That would be uncivilized.
Can't do that. And when they buy shoes, they wear it once and put it in a room for the shoes.
Yeah, the shoe room.
The shoe room, yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's not laundry, it's just,
storage.
Bill, yeah. And storage.
Well, education, which is the tuition and living expenses.
For who?
That would be their kids.
Okay. And what's the cost attached to that?
$60,000 a month. I thought 60,000 might have been the tuition for the entire course.
So she is saying, hold on, dear. Let me do some quick maths here.
Do some quick maths.
So she is saying that
living expenses and education.
So she is saying that her kid's school costs $720,000 annually.
$720,000 annually.
There is no school. As in, you can go to school.
And it costs a convent.
You can go to school. You can go to school to study to be a brain surgeon. You may spend that over that 7-year period, definitely. But annually, hold on, dear.
Annually.
You multiply that by 4 for the term of action of a regular.
Of a regular degree.
So her kids' degrees together cost $2.8 million. Let me divide that by 2, dear. Which school they're going?
Well, I do,
where the entire degree costs $1.4 million.
Well, I do think a lot of that is probably going into the living expenses.
But you say it's for education?
Yeah, education, which was broken down to tuition and living expenses.
What the hell?
Yeah. I guess no ramen for them.
No ramen for them.
Which is part of the college experience.
What are they eating? Like truffles dusted with gold flakes?
Of course.
Every morning?
But, of course, and this is what we were talking about earlier, Mally, people don't recognize the value in entertainment. So, entertainment budget is $900,000 a month.
Her entertainment budget is may I want to talk about this no more.
Charitable contributions, because of course.
You have to pay for that as well?
Yes, because I have to fund your charitable contributions.
So she wants to donate to Pause to save the puppies, and he must pay for it after the divorce.
After the divorce, yes.
I understand.
That would be a measly. It's not near entertainment. I guess she cut back $125,000 a month, and the mortgage, which is very understandable, $100,000 a month. Of course.
A mortgage.
$100,000 a month.
Or she's going to acquire a home. She can't just have one of his many homes.
And I'm pretty sure the marital home would probably end up on her side of the bargain. But hey.
But you know what's funny about this? J3 don't live so now, yeah.
You understand?
They don't live so, yeah.
This is the one that really took the cake for me. Her telephone, cell phone, and email bill for the month.
She has an email bill?
An email budget. Well, a budget. That equates to $20,000 a month.
Her phone bill, internet bill.
Her phone, her telephone, cell phone, email, $20,000 a month. Now, bear in mind, right?
That you can get an unlimited plan for $99.99. Anywhere minutes.
Bro, I have unlimited data here in St. Kitts from T-Mobile, and I pay $20 US.
And
unlimited. How much more than unlimited you could get?
And the fact that landlines now cost like $10 US a month. Where is she calling? Anyway, Jade said earlier that she's calling.
Email is free, bro.
Yeah, she has to call Maz.
Yeah. Maybe her side chick lives on the moon.
Oh.
And she has to wire her phone calls to NASA. That may be kind of costly.
Yeah.
She's aiming high. After got to. I mean, I understand.
An astronaut?
After Dr. Dre, who are you going to date?
An alien.
An alien. But you see, this is the issue. You know? The issue is like the question. You ask the question like, why you get married? If this is what you got to deal with, and people always go, oh well, get the prenup or whatever. But Amalie, you want to speak about why? You want to speak about why the prenup might not be. As a matter of fact, hold on, we actually have a call. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, you guys play tennis?
If you play tennis, I tried once, but I was too fat. I was willing to do it very easily.
Okay, so you don't carry tennis you sometimes? Like what's going on in the world today? What's going on in America?
Oh,
You know, and I talk about the female part. You have two black girls going to go further in the tournament. Just Serena and Osaka. Naomi Osaka.
Right, yeah.
You know, I want you to give me some information on the female. The male too, because you know Djokovic, right?
yes.
Yeah, Djokovic of the tournament, you know.
He dropped out of the tournament, is it?
Yeah, he
did.
a line referee with the ball in a throat.
Oh my word.
He didn't really do it, but I want you to give me some news on that.
Okay, we'll do some research and get into it tomorrow.
Last night.
We'll look into it, get some information on it, and tomorrow we'll touch on that tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow, okay.
The show almost done. We got 9 minutes left.
10 minutes.
The tournament finished Saturday, really.
Okay, then.
Without like some information on it today.
Well,
Okay,
the show finishing in 9 minutes, so we don't really have much time.
Okay, all right.
All right, thank you, sir. #random.
Wow.
But yeah, so getting back to Dr. J and his esteemed wife,
Nicole Young.
Lovely lady.
So very ambitious.
People are asking, well, Dre didn't you have a prenup? And Dre saying, well, yes, we had a prenup. We signed it before we got married. But she's saying that she signed the prenup under duress.
Loophole.
She's saying that she was coerced and forced and bullied into signing her prenup.
Yes.
And then went on to live, 25 blissful years of marriage and luxury and fast cars and shopping sprees and flights and vacations and partying. And now that the marriage has come to an unfortunate end for whatever reason, she's claiming that she was forced into this prenuptial agreement against her will. So now that is the argument in court when they go to court. So she said she wants to think them.
Yeah, I mean, I think that.
Does she also want custody of the adult children?
Of the adult children. Of the adult.
She does for real?
I heard apparently that's part of it. Well, she wants to.
Big?
Yeah, but not
they all
only
like
that.
us.
But she, I mean, of course, she's speaking about education bills and stuff like that. So she intends to be
supported. Yeah,
she intends to be the guardian. So
wow.
But bro, it's interesting that your argument is I was bullied prior to the wedding. I then signed the prenup and then went on to went up to the altar and said I do after being bullied. I don't think that bullying was.
Love is blind. Sometimes we do things under duress because we love somebody. Ain't it, Jade?
No. Absolutely not.
Yo, last week Jay was in love with last week Jay was in love and today she commanded just like
about Dr. Dre and his estranged wife.
That is true. We're talking about Jade. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I am not married to a billionaire or a multi-millionaire.
And you should be
into existence.
Yet.
You should be, and Jade, when you do, treat him right, okay?
I will make sure he signs a prenup because I feel like I will be the multi-millionaire. So he will be marrying up.
Okay.
Upgrade him, Jade.
Yeah. Fix him, Jesus. But yeah, this has been, you know the comedian Bill Burr, Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Bill Burr often speaks, and he ended up getting married to her. Hey, man, weak. Bill Burr for several years always had a big issue with, you know, the institution of marriage and blah, 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 and thing and the whole rah-rah. And then he turned around and met a black woman. This is a white comedian, folks. Turned around and met a black woman with soul. And she swept him off his feet. And now he's unhappily married with a beautiful baby girl. Congratulations, Bill.
Yes.
But he always speaks about these things, and the thing is, when it comes to divorce laws, they are seriously warped. They are warped in the favor of, you know, our young ladies. Especially in the US, there are certain states where the divorce laws are actually like quite draconian and outrageous. But we don't talk about these things. We don't talk about the fact that there are actual communities of divorced men that live on their boats in harbors because they couldn't afford to live anywhere else.
Yep.
Their wives took everything in the settlement, the houses, the cars, all their money, and they were forced to live in trailer park homes as well.
Guy, let me
there are entire communities, like hundreds of men living together. And they went to, I saw a documentary, they went to interview them and it's like, yo, like, where I live here together? And it's like, my wife take everything.
But Amali, when I was working in the US, one of my jobs was I used to work at this Presbyterian church.
That was after or before the Obama campaign?
After.
But, man, do everything.
So I used to work at this Presbyterian church, and every Sunday morning, they would have a breakfast for homeless people in the city.
Mm-hmm.
So homeless people would come to the church and they would be served breakfast, and they would be met with some spiritual guidance and music and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was such an interesting experience for me because I met some very interesting people. I could remember one guy in particular. He kept telling me, yeah, man, I was a multimillionaire, man. I had money, man.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him, so how you end up in a situation? Because that's usually how my conversations go. I would always ask him, like, you know, how you ended up in the situation.
What happened?
You're right. In his particular case, and at first I didn't believe him. The guy came back the next week with his picture in a Forbes magazine.
Wow.
Like for one of the persons to watch under 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, man, I was a multimillionaire. I was involved in the stock market, blah, blah, blah. He said that the company he worked for, they engaged in some unsavory business practices, insider trading, that he had nothing to do with. And the company, you know, the financial services in the US, they came down on the company, right? And then he had it hard finding a job because he was then like blacklisted and associated with this company and so forth. And he said it didn't take any time for his wife to file for divorce, take everything, including the kids, and that led him down this path of, like, you know, he ended up in drugs,
spiral,
and alcoholism, and stuff like that. And he had now basically been living on the streets for things like 6 or 7 years. Right, so these things,
and there are millions of men like that.
Yeah, for better or for worse thing is relative, sir. That is what I've recognized in a lot of these cases.
And that reminds me of an actual joke that Bill Burr said on one of his HBO specials. And he was asking, why are people still getting married? And he went married after, which is I find really, really crazy. But anyway, and he gave the example of this. He said, if you're on an airplane, he asked the audience, if you're on an airplane, because as it stands right now, I think the rate to divorce is like 50-something%. So 50-something%, almost 60% of marriages fail after a certain amount of time. So Bill Burr asked the audience, if you were on a plane and the pilot gave you parachutes and so all out jumping out, but only 50% of the parachutes working, you gonna jump out?
Happily.
And the crowd was like, no, what kind of stupid question is that? And he was like, so why are you seeing the data in front of you as it relates to divorce and still jumping into these marriages?
It's interesting. But speaking of comedy and marriage
and jumping out of place,
Jane Fonda says she regrets not sleeping with Marvin Gaye. And the quote,
I would too.
Her quote is, he wanted to, but I was married.
What I mean?
But Jane Fonda is opening up about past relationships and past regrets. In a new interview with the New York Times, the Grace and Frankie star played a quick round of confirm or deny in which she opened up about her time with various stars including Marlon Brando and Marvin Gaye. Asked about her experience with Marlon Brando, whom she starred along in the 1966 drama The Chase, Jane wasn't too impressed. He was disappointed, she admitted, when asked to confirm who she most regrets not sleeping with during her early years in Hollywood. The 82-year-old revealed that it's not who many would think. The greatest regret is that you never had sex with Che Guevara. Times reporter.
With who?
That the Times reporter Maureen Dowd asked her to confirm. She quickly shut that down. No, I don't think about him, Jane explained. Who I do think about, and what is a great regret, is Marvin Gaye.
She said Che Guevara?
No, Che Guevara was one that was suggested by the interviewer. She shut that down quickly.
I understand that, but we're talking about the same Che Guevara, the revolutionary?
Yes. Yeah, revolutionary. Che.
Now she friend?
Yeah.
What's that?
The woman, like Jane Fonda, has lived a colorful life, sir.
Boy, yo, the old days was lit up.
Bass, I'm telling you. But she said that he wanted to, and she was married to Tom Hayden. It was a meeting of a lot of performers to try to do concerts for Tom, and the woman who was helping me do that introduced me to Marvin Gaye. But as much as we're here talking about how marriages fail, there's some women who stay true in their relationships.
And we love them.
And then regret it after.
But the thing is, my issue with the whole thing is it's a really serious thing, and you never know who's going to turn out to be what. I mean, everybody who get married happy on the altar.
But that's the thing, Amali. I think in order for you to say those vows and to mean it, and there must be a belief that this is going to last forever.
But as in most of them do believe it can last forever. That's my issue. But the thing is, we make the decisions based on the circumstances that we're currently in.
Right.
And then things change. You run into financial issues. You run into issues that bring out a different side of the person that you never seen before.
Health issues.
I mean, you have kids, and then all of a sudden, one of you don't handle parenthood, the way you should be handling it or the way they want to handle it, and that become an issue as well.
Put strain on the relationship.
Oh, okay, things happen, right? That lead to the deterioration of the marriage.
But you see, one of the things is...
And afraid.
You afraid, Mamali? No.
Afraid.
No.
Because if my wife tell me she wants $20 a month, we don't got discrepancy.
Why? But you see, I think that persons don't want to admit that sometimes persons in your life aren't meant to be there forever. Persons don't want to admit that. And
I don't think anybody's supposed to be in life forever.
Right. And even if it is the case, like, it's very difficult to know that 20 years prior, 30 years prior, 40 years prior.
Yeah. And I actually have a lot of respect for people who divorce amicably and remain friends. Like yo, this ain't working no more. Like, what we gonna do? Like, you're right. We've done this thing before. We hate each other.
Before hate replaces.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they break up and they go to a lawyer, and some people don't even go to a lawyer. They say, listen, this is what we got. Let's split it.
What you want?
Or take this, I can take this. Okay, no problem. I agree with that. And they live good. I know people who are like literally best friends with their ex-husband and ex-wife.
Yeah.
Got key to the house and everything. Like, they come over and say, yo, like, I got the boss on sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just checking the pantry there, like.
I have a divorced couple. Mm-hmm. They live next door to each other. Mm-hmm. They're literally neighbors. And they live good. And then the kids live in between. They sleep in one house tonight. They sleep in the next house the next night. Like, nobody watching nothing.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so. We have to leave, guys. We have to leave. It's 10:03, and I don't want anybody to curse me because I'll curse them back. I'm trying to change. I give me heart to the Lord, and I plan to keep it that way.
Father Earth, welcome.
No, October, end of October.
Yes, but I see him coming.
That's good.
I see the development of Father Earth in you, sir.
Yes. I'm going to change my Facebook name and everything, you know.
Naturally.
Everything changed. Instagram and
the transformation would have been completed.
And it happened on a Tuesday as well, because it's called Transformation Tuesdays. Anyway, we've come to the end of this episode. Lots
Before
of
you do that,
conversation.
Mali, Kevin didn't make it here today. Hopefully everything's good on his end. And yeah, for the viewers and listeners out there, he's fine. He's been messaging us.
Yeah, he seems fine to me.
So, but we look forward to seeing you back in studio, Kevin.
Mate, you're not too serious, man. But I guess we'll find out. So, yes, all prayers are with the Honourable Dr. Hanley.
Fet Van too hard on the weekend.
Fet Van went out weekend and fet a little bit too hard. No, we got alcohol poisoning. Anyway, Kevin, we'll see you tomorrow. And folks, we've come to the end of our lovely show. Stay safe, drive safely, don't drink too much and drive. And the summer is almost over. I'm so happy. It was really hot.
Man, it seems like every week has been getting hotter and hotter.
Yeah. And about this September 16th, 17th-ish, which is like next weekend, is going to be the end of the summer officially. And we're getting into, spring? I think it's spring they call it.
We can't fall. It's supposed to be fall.
No, it can't be fall.
But we don't have fall here.
It can't be fall.
It can't be fall, Mali.
Fall right after winter. Oh yeah, it's fall for sure. No.
What going on in your life, Mali?
Fall is way before summer. As in.
Spring is before summer, sir.
No.
Winter gives way to spring. Spring gives way to summer. Summer gives way to fall.
Fall, when the leaves fall off the tree.
Yes.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, you're right.
I'll give you a chance, because I live in the tropics.
I live in the Caribbean. Man, we're going up there. We're going up there, boy. So we're going into fall. We're going what?
Fall.
We're going into fall, yes. AKA autumn?
Yes.
AKA autumn. So I can't wait for it. It's my favorite time of year. Carnival come. Carnival calling the brandy. We ain't kind of carnival. So anyway, we deal with that. And next time. Folks, I am leaving.